When was the last time you turned the mirror on your business? When was the last time you turned the mirror on your business? When was the last time you faced the brutal facts of your business? When was it? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the question of the day. And I want to see in the comments, when was the last time you truly, deeply, and honestly turned the mirror on your business and faced the brutal facts of what you are delivering? Welcome to JT in the Raw, show 67, coming to you live from Smeaton Grange. Look at that weather out there today in Sydney. It's disgusting. Smeaton Grange, the west of Sydney. I'm here for an industry leaders roundtable for personal trainers. And this is show 67, JT in the Raw, where I just chew the thin on business. And today I'm going to be sharing some experiences that I've had over the last week. And the question of the day is simply, when was the last time you turned the mirror on your business and really examined how the processes worked, what the product's delivery was? When was the last time you turned the mirror on your business? I want to hear it in the comments below. I want you to tell me how many months, how many years, or if you've never done a quality control and faced the brutal facts on the service delivery that you offer in your business. That is the question of the day, and we'll talk about that very shortly. Doesn't matter what business you're in either, by the way. We're going to talk about that. Okay, first off, I've got a big shout out, and that's a shout out to all of you. Everybody on Facebook who is a friend of mine or an acquaintance of mine or a fan or whatever you may be. A fan, that's pretty bad. I don't think anyone's a fan of mine. But I really appreciate all the love that I had over the last week from the marathon last Sunday. It was a pretty tough run. It was a different run. Very different to a training run, that's for sure. But I really appreciated all the thumbs up, all the love hearts, all of the other sort of stuff that was shared on my Facebook page and support from people post-run. So thank you so much. I really appreciated it. To give you a bit of an update on the run, I did do a PB, a PB by 20 minutes. So I guess I was pretty happy with that, and I should be happy with that, shouldn't I? Wouldn't you agree? Like, if you do a PB by 20 minutes, you should be pretty happy. But I kind of wasn't happy. And it was interesting when I spoke to my coach during the week. He said, "So what happened? How did you go?" And I said, "Well, I was running with the 3 hour, 50-minute pacer. And I was going with him. And I went with him for about the first 6Ks, and I kind of thought, this is too slow. I thought, this is too slow for me." And if you remember last week in show 66, I shared with you the 7 tips for running a business that I learned from training for a marathon. If you missed show 66, just put 66 in the comments below and I will share that show with you. But if you missed it, 66 in the comments, and there were 7 tips that I learned from running a marathon to how it works with running a business. And my holy grail of those 7 tips was run your own race. Anyway, so I was running at the 350 pace, and I thought, wow, that is too slow. So I headed into Albert Park at about 6Ks, and I picked up the pace. And from 6Ks to 29Ks, so that's, 23Ks, I ran with the 340 pace runner, and I ran literally on the shoulder of that 340 pace. At 29Ks, I couldn't keep up any longer. He blew me away. So then I just plodded along, and at about 37 or 38Ks, up comes the 3 hour 50 pacer who passes me. Now, my coach said to me during the week, he goes, "Your 3 hour 50 pacer beat you. You didn't stick to our plan, JT." And so I broke the cardinal rule of business. In business, we have a plan. If we stick to that plan, we're going to be successful. I didn't stick to the plan. Now, I was still successful. I still broke 4 hours. I still did a PB. but I wonder what would have happened if I'd stuck to the plan. And that's the frustrating thing for me. And there's nothing I can do now. And now I have to wait 6, 12, 24, however many more months, or maybe never will I run another marathon and walk away from that event going, what could have happened if I stuck to the plan? And I think in business, that's a really key insight for us. We think we're going ahead or we're behind on our targets or our schedule. And so we start to panic, we start to worry, and so we divert from our plan, we deviate from our plan, we peel off from our plan. And the result is we're now in uncharted territory. If I'd stayed with that pacer at 350, I was in complete charted territory. I was running at a pace that I knew I could keep for 42 kilometres, but I peeled off from that. And I broke away from the plan. So that's a lesson for you guys in business. So, morning Eugene, good morning JP, morning Maddie Frost, morning Susan, morning Tracy, morning Chantal, morning everybody that's tuned in today to JTInTheRaw Show 67. I hope that's a good lesson for everybody. Stick to your plan. Don't lurch just because someone else is doing something else. Stick to your race, run your own race. You've done the strategy, you've done the training, you've written your plan, stick to it and you're going to be successful. Because sure as shit, I don't want to have to run another marathon, but I'm going to have to now because I'm not happy with the end result. So, thank you to everybody that showed the support. I hope you can learn from my fuck up in the marathon and that you guys can learn from that in your business. All right, so this week, the education that I want to share with you guys is about turning the honesty. Oh, thanks, Tracy. I really appreciate that. Tracy's just said, I love your honesty, JT. Thank you. I'm very grateful for that. Appreciate that. So this week, we've just had an industry leaders roundtable for club owners. We've been in Melbourne, and we spent time at a members club. Actually, he's got 4, 5 clubs. We went to all of his clubs and checked them all out, and we really turned the mirror on his business. And I think in this show today, in show 67, what I want to share with you guys is how do we get better in business, is we need to turn the mirror on our business, look at what we're doing, and here's the key, guys. We need to be brutally honest. Good morning, Pete Harrison, and congratulations, Pete, on the birth of your new baby. Great photo of you on Facebook with, I can't remember, boy or girl, Pete, boy or girl, on your chest. Very cute, and your whole life will now change, mate. Boy or girl, what is it, Pete? Tell me. So, so when we turn that mirror on our business, the key is to face the brutal facts. And what I look at when we're turning the mirror on our business, there's a couple of different components that we need to look at. Certainly what generally happens, a girl, Poppy, lovely name. Congratulations, Pete. She will have you wrapped around her little finger. If she hasn't got you already, she will have it within the next week, and you are there for the rest of your life. Trust me, I'm 9 years wrapped around Zoe's little finger and going strong. Okay, so when we turn the mirror on our business, generally what we do is we turn the mirror on the sales process. So we look at the sales process and we say, how can we make the sales process better? What in that process are we doing? And we do that in our business at Active Management with mystery shopping. So we'll go into clubs and we'll turn the mirror on them and we'll mystery shop that sales process. So that's one aspect of the business that you can turn the mirror on. The second one is the operations. What is the operations of the process? How can we make this better? And often we might turn to our team and say, hey guys, how can we make this business better? And I've got a great little saying that I have with that, and that's kill the stupid rule. And if we can empower our team to turn the mirror on the business and kill all the stupid rules that we have in business, we can often improve the efficiency of our business because they're in the trenches. Our team are working with the systems and the operations procedures every single day. So they're the ones that can work out how we can refine them, how we can make them better. So we put a challenge to them and we say, we want you to kill all the stupid things that we do in business that create speed humps or roadblocks for our customer. And then the third way, or the third component of turning the mirror on our business, is where we turn the mirror on the product and how we deliver the product. Now, when we turn the mirror on our business, it's all very well then to be able to look at, okay, well, here's how we can improve. But the challenge often in business as entrepreneurs or people that have built the system is to be very defensive of that feedback. And therefore, what that means is we don't actually face the brutal facts, the facts of how we can get better, the facts of where we're fucking up in reality. And that definition of fuck up is massive. It could be just a small speed hump. It could be a complete roadblock. It could be a detour. It could be, how can we make this more smooth, or could we make it smoother? And I guess this is the key, facing the brutal facts. So here's the first thought on turning the mirror on our business. I shared this thought with our industry leaders roundtable, and that is putting mystery customers in, not just a mystery shopper. So a mystery shopper will help you evaluate your sales process. But if you put a mystery customer into your process, where you're meeting with that mystery customer every week or every 2 weeks or every month, you're gathering massive feedback on exactly the operations and also the product delivery. And what we experienced in the clubs that we were at on the week, over the last week, was we were in there experiencing it as a customer. For example, I went in as a casual visitor. I paid for a casual visit. Now, the owner of the business felt that procedure A, B, C, and D would have been followed by their front desk person. But when I went in as a casual visitor, there was not procedure A, nor B, nor C, nor D. They took my $20 and said, there's the gym, go knock yourself out. And he was petrified with that. He was scared that all of a sudden now someone's going into the gym without ever filling in a pre-activity questionnaire, as an example. So we can put a mystery customer into our business so we can see what that experience is like. And what I suggested with my industry leaders roundtable members is that we put a customer in for 3 months and we meet with them every 2 months and we say, every 2 weeks, and we say, this is what should be happening. Tell me if it is. Tell me if it is happening. Which brings me to the second point of turning the mirror on our business. It's all very well to put systems in place for us to quality control what we're doing in our business. But the reality is, if we don't accept that feedback, then that feedback is not relevant. Just letting you know, if we do not accept that feedback, it is irrelevant. So our job truly is to accept the feedback, hear the feedback, and then adjust what we're doing. Okay, so often in business, when we get feedback from a customer, whether it be a real customer or whether it be a mystery customer, when we get that feedback, we get defensive because someone is criticizing us. It's like someone is criticizing our child, and our child can do nothing wrong. So when we turn the mirror on our business, we have to be prepared to accept the brutal facts. We have to not defend, we have to listen to what they are saying, because they are truly experiencing what happens in our business. And I take my hat off to the team that we've just dealt with over the last 2.5 days, because some of the stuff and the feedback we gave to them was outstanding. The service, their brand was awesome. But some of the service delivery was weak and it was poor, and we told them right between the eyes, and they took that with broad shoulders and they took that in the way it was meant to be. Positive for them to improve their business. They had a deep level of trust with us, so they knew where we were coming from. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is the key. This is the key to be successful in business, is not be defensive when we screw things up. To accept it and then work out how can we make it better. Now often in business, the owner of the business or the leader of the business or the manager comes up with the systems, they design the system, and then they push that down on the team. They come up with a system, they push that down on the team, then the team from here up start working with it, and they're too scared to then give any feedback up to the boss because the boss invented the system. We've got to flip that on its head. We have to encourage our team to give us that feedback. Does this sales process work? Is this promotion working? Is this onboarding process of a new customer working? Does this procedure work? Because if we don't, then we as owners, we as leaders just think everything is hunky-dory and going along swimmingly well. So there is two components to this. We need honest feedback from our team coming up, and we need honest feedback from our customer coming to us. That's it. That's it. Morning, Dr. J. Steve Jensen is on the line. Morning, Steve. Morning, Sarah. How are you? I'm going to see Sarah, who's watching today, tomorrow. I'm going to see her tomorrow night at my 30-year school reunion. How about that? So the thrust of today's JT in the Raw Show 67 is not just turning the mirror on our business on how we do things. The thrust is turning the mirror, facing the brutal facts and listening to what people are saying. And listening to what people are saying. We want to be able to examine our business from a sales perspective. Steve Jensen from Impact Training's on the line today. I highly recommend Impact Training for doing your sales system. And Steve can help you with your sales system. But if you're not evaluating that sales system and you're not looking at that, then you can't go back to Steve and say, this is what we need to work on. This is what we need to work on. So we need to turn the mirror on our sales system. We need to turn the mirror on our operations, and we need to turn the mirror on the product that we're delivering, whether that be the group fitness product, the team training product, the personal training product, or simply the product of walking into the gym and working out in the gym and looking at the cleanliness of the change rooms and the cleanliness of the gym floor. These are the things that we need to turn the mirror on. And when we do that, we must be prepared. We must be prepared to accept that feedback with open arms. We have to be prepared for the brutal facts. We have to be prepared not to defend what we're hearing, because that is the reality of what we're seeing. So that is JT in the Raw's Show 67's key message today. If you think someone can get any advantage to their business by understanding about turning the mirror on their business and facing the brutal facts, love you to share the show by just tagging anyone in the comments below. Just pop their name in the comments below and then they can watch the show. I always appreciate anyone sharing the show, and I think today's a really good one because it's teaching us to accept feedback. It's helping us understand what that feedback should look like. So yeah, love you to share the show. I'd be really appreciative of it. Now next week, JT in the Raw, I have got no idea where I'm going to come to you live from. I have a funny feeling it's going to be from Dallas Airport. So on Monday, I fly to LA. Interestingly enough, I leave at 10:55 Friday morning to land in LA. And then at 10:30, I'll be doing a Barry's boot camp class. Yeah, 10:30, that's weird. No, that's 10:30 LA time. So Monday I'm in LA, Tuesday I fly to Mexico City, Wednesday I do a keynote presentation to open the conference for Mercado Fitness and Ursa in Mexico City, and then deliver another presentation that afternoon. Thursday morning I then fly to Dallas, which is actually Friday Sydney time. So I think I fly into Dallas just in time to do JT in the Raw from Dallas Airport before flying home, and I'm back home by Saturday. So that's my week next week. It's a pretty big week. Okay, so just keep your eyes peeled on here, I think on my profile, for what time JT in the Raw will be on. But as always, thank you for tuning in. I hope you got something out of understanding about turning the mirror on your business. And of course, the quote of the week is going to revolve around that. So here is my quote of the week. Turn the mirror on your business and get honest with your service delivery. Turn the mirror on your business and get honest with your service delivery. Thanks for tuning in to JT in the Raw Show 67. It's been great having you here today. I'm off to do the Industry Leaders Roundtable now for the New South Wales personal trainers. So remember, if there's anything you heard today and you want any links, pop it in the links pop it in the comments below and I'm happy to send you any links. Good luck, Cameron Jones, for the Quidditch State Finals at Macquarie Uni this weekend. Thanks, Susan. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Have an awesome weekend. I'll catch you guys next week from Dallas Airport.